You are listening to the Disney Dream Girls, an unofficial Disney Theme Parks podcast. And this is show number 588 for Sunday, the 22nd of March, 2026.
Where dreams begin.
Hello and welcome to this week's Disney Dream Girls. My name is Michelle Young, and together with my jolly good chum Jayne Phipps, we are your guides to the place where dreams begin. Hello there, Jayne.
Hello there, Michelle. I can't believe we're nearly at the end of March. You'll soon be going on your jollies and all sorts.
I have got a very exciting April coming up because as of recording and release of the podcast, I've got a week left to the 2 weeks off I get for Easter.
Of
and
course.
It's going to be a mega time. I am going to do 4 days away with the union I'm involved with, down to the very bottom of England to the south coast. And I'm having 4 days in Brighton.
Let's hope the lovely spring weather that the UK has had for the last 2 days as we record keeps going for you.
Well, I will be scouring Brighton for eclectic clothing and hints of Disney that I'll be sharing over on our Disney Dream Girls Instagram at Dis Dream Girls. So I'll be looking out for that. And then, of course, I will be hosting my lovely friends, Kat and Lewis from Dis Down Under. And I have some amazing plans with them. Hopefully you too.
Yeah, all being well.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Busy, busy, busy.
And in between, there might be some Easter eggs consumed.
Oh, I forgot about that bit.
We missed the chocolate. Anyway, without further ado, less of the waffle and more of the history. On this day in Disney history, Disney legend, animator Milt Kahl was born in San Francisco in California. I don't know why. Whenever I want to say San Francisco, I want to say San Francisco because I've been overdoing it on the Disney Adventure vlogs at the moment.
I was just about to say it, and I know exactly why you want to say it, because I think the last 24 hours, I think I've seen too many people having too much fun in that area.
Absolutely. He joined the Walt Disney Studios when he was 25 years old in 1934, and he had a career of 42 years where he helped on projects such as Pinocchio, Bambi, Song of the South, Alice in Wonderland, Lady and the Tramp, Robin Hood, and The Rescuers.
Oh, wow. Very encompassing CV there. I'd love it when you find out that these people have served in a company for that many years, because that don't happen anymore, does it?
I know. It's very rare to see people for working in a particular place for, 10, 15, 20, 40 years?
I know. Crazy.
The other day, I have to giggle, and I know it's part of history. Our lovely friend Wendy Cooper put up a post, a picture, should I say, of Kurt Russell, and I thought, no, please don't tell me Kurt Russell has died. I was panicking. It was his birthday. So phew. I was like, oh my word. And breathe. I was getting really, really, really worried about that. 1972, back to what I was talking about. And I think if there's ever a title that fits me, is this.
Okay.
Disney released The Biscuit Eater to theatres.
Can I confess, I have no idea what the Biscuit Eater is. Have I missed out on something?
Well, from my research, it was based on a novel by James H. Street, and it tells the story of 2 boys from Georgia, Lonnie and Text, and basically they ignored their racial differences to team up to befriend this German pointer dog. And there might be biscuits in it. There might not be biscuits in it. But it sounds a bit of a film I might try and find over the weekend.
So there's you and I thinking biscuits. We're thinking digestives and ginger nuts, aren't we? But perhaps it means biscuits as in dog biscuits.
It could be anything. And obviously, Jayne, we have this language barrier between our two great countries of England and America. You know, let's just get some clarity that your famous Oreos are made by the National Biscuit Company.
Okay. Carry on.
So moving away from On This Day in Disney history, I am going to leap us over to celebrating a wonderful Disney female Imagineer. And this time I would like to introduce to everybody Katie Alsell. Katie was the principal colour concept designer and has had many a year working at Walt Disney World Imagineering. In fact, 36 of them. Wanted to be a police officer, but she landed a summer job working in Imagineering's model shop. And she basically was the junior of the most junior. And she painted models and colour boards. And basically, she developed a knack for colour design that in time led her to lead many projects for Walt Disney Imagineering. She has contributed to every Disney park during her very long and successful career. She was on the opening teams for Tokyo Disneyland, Hollywood Studios, Disneyland Paris, Animal Kingdom, Tokyo Disney Sea, and Hong Kong Disneyland.
Wowzers.
And we know we like this lady, Jayne, because her favourite project she worked on was It's a Small World in Hong Kong.
Oh, bless.
And she says she took inspiration wherever possible from Mary Blair's original design for the New York World's Fair of 1964, where the attraction literally was brought to life. So that was fantastic, and she loves a bit of glitter. So
oh wow,
we do too.
Tick, tick, Mary Blair, tick, glitter, tick. We like this lady.
Absolutely. And what is her favourite attraction? Radiator Springs Racers as Disney California Adventure.
Oh.
So absolutely fantastic. And thank you for the many, many colourful additions you've added to our parks.
Definitely.
Bit of a slow news week, Jayne?
Yeah, there's been something happening with the CEO position, hasn't there? I think it was one of those things where 18th of March, Josh D'Amaro has finally taken over. So I think the news has kind of been a bit heavily weighted towards that this week. At all the different movies that are coming out and comments on price tickets and goodness knows what else.
Absolutely. The shuffle around began, and I think it was a bit like Tetris. This person's going to this role, so that means that role is vacant. So this person's going to that. And so many different lead roles have moved around because of this. He says, and this is the quote I am going to hold him to, when it comes to how we think about pricing, what we try to do is focus on offering a wide range of options and different price points so that families can visit in ways that work for them, whether that's during a value season, or, maybe taking advantage of multi-day ticket savings, or even taking advantage of special offers that we introduce from time to time. So we shall see what happens with that. They also had a bit of a discussion with the shareholders regarding artificial intelligence, the Disability Access Service, Lightning Lane, and Figment.
Yeah, there was quite some interesting. I was kind of like half listening to the shareholder meetings. There was some interesting questions that were being floated around. I did Josh something say at one point about creativity is still the key, though, which is kind of that founding ethos behind Disney. And I think AI and technology and creativity are what Disney are known for pioneering. So let's hope that they do it in an interesting and fulfilling manner.
From what I have gathered, nothing changing with regards to the accessibility service.
No.
Nothing really happening with regards to changing with regards to Lightning Lane or as its previous much loved Fast Pass. And I don't think there's been an announcement saying that they're going to gut the Figment ride and bring back the originals.
No, well, unfortunately, they've lost half the space that they did have when the original Figment ride was in there. I did some research last time I was there to see how much it had changed, but you never know. There might be something happening. But unfortunately, it's like, I don't know whether people expected like a magic wand to wave overnight. It's like this poor guy's only got his feet under the desk for one day, and it's a case of, can you just let him get in there and actually do some stuff before we all start passing judgment on him?
It's like, gimme, 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 Josh. We want this sorting
Now,
now.
now.
We want park parcels delivering to our resorts. We want early magic hours back. We want the Disney Magical Express back.
Free fast passes back. Maybe that's
Oh,
pushing it a bit too far, but
that's pushing it, Jayne. But I'll settle for being able to go and spend my hard earned and not having to schlep it round the park all day.
and how about housekeeping every day, regardless of what level of resort you're in? Can somebody just kind of like hashtag our podcast and just throw it Josh's way? Because we have some good ideas, don't we? Maybe he'd like to listen to a couple of British gals just have a chat and he might learn something.
Or he could invite us over for tea and cake.
Oh, we could show him how to do tea and cake afternoon tea properly, couldn't we, Michelle?
Yeah. Anyway, before we get carried away, so we were saying that the Disney Adventure was competing for the news content along with the World of Frozen at Disneyland Paris because they're having their previews there.
Yeah.
The Disney Adventure, I have been transfixed by 1 minute adoring the ship and thinking, wow, San Francisco must be the most amazingly themed area on any Disney ship or even theme park, to be quite honest.
I think the theming in there is amazing, yeah.
And then the next minute, I'm looking in a cabin at the most horrific carpet design and thinking, who on earth thought that would be a good idea for a Disney cruise ship? Because all I can think about is Ant-Man, particularly on the yellowy blue one.
Oh, I've not been paying much attention to carpet. I'm obviously going to have to re-watch some of the things that I've watched already and pay closer inspection.
Yeah, I think Disney have done a remarkable job in some areas. And from what I've seen in other areas, it's a bit sort of underwhelming and lacking the Disney. And then in other areas, it's ramped up to 100.
Yeah.
So it's quite interesting. And I would love to know what our listeners think about what they've been seeing about the adventure. We really would like to hear your voice and your opinion. So you can either send us a direct message over on Instagram at DisDreamGirls or email info@disneydreamgirls.com. And we will share any future correspondence on an upcoming show. But we did mention about Paris.
Good old Paris, yeah, and it's changing names and all sorts, isn't it?
It is. And at the moment, true to form as two Disney-loving girls, we've been thinking about the nosh. I know there's a lot of eateries that are coming to these themed lands that are typically French high-end cuisine with the accompanying price point. For me, that's not how I'm going to go and do Disneyland Paris.
No.
I've got a trip coming up and it's on a very tight budget. And to be honest, I'm not going to be looking out to spend over €100 on a meal. But we've been tracking down some of the new offerings that are in the quick service. And to be honest, Jayne, I'm a little bit excited for some of these. And I think you're going to walk us through the first one I'm really excited for, which is Cafe Luminosity.
Yeah, I must admit I was quite interested when reading. I mean, obviously prices aren't really out there per se at the moment because obviously we're only in press preview land at the moment. I was quite impressed when they said, is it 14 new eateries? I know that includes some of the high-end ones, and also because we have been, I won't say critical of DLP in the past because they haven't. I think DLP always feels a bit of a letdown in that France is considered to be like a culinary heaven for a lot of people, yet DLP never seems to have lived up to that preconception. So it is quite nice to read through these menus and go, ooh, it's not just a chicken salad and a hamburger. We've actually got some interesting things happening. So we'll start with Cafe Luminosity. Now, we're talking hot dogs, Michelle. But we're not talking... A plethora of hot dogs. So, we have, to start off with, an authentic onion and mustard. So, interestingly, the hot dog is turkey sausage, red onion pickles, American mustard, and sweet chili pepper flavoured Doritos on curry onion bread. So you've got some Doritos on your hot dog. Interesting.
I think the whole idea with the turkey is for accessibility, for the melting pot of cultures and religious beliefs, that they will be
Ah,
able to
to me,
accommodate people.
yeah, absolutely never thought about that. Yeah,
Yeah, so I think they're sort of considering the very varied diets of the people that are going to be visiting their theme parks and thinking, well, let's rule out beef, let's rule out pork. Turkey's safe, and perhaps it's halal turkey, so it covers all bases. But
maybe. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, it's okay. So we've had our authentic onion and mustard. We've now going to go on to the cheddar artistic, maybe. This is again turkey sausage, melted cheddar sauce, crispy onions, and crispy bacon. Again on curry onion bread. This bread's going to be interesting too, because obviously not your standard hot dog bun bread option. So after that, we've got the cucumber. Now, this is a hot dog with, again, turkey sausage, tomato, onion, coriander mixture, cucumber pickles, and relish sauce on curry onion bread. That's kind of giving me maybe a bit of an Indian vibe to it. I don't know. So, yeah, that's your three meaty sausages. You then got the Magnific Curry, which is a hot dog from pea protein with plant-based grated beetroot ketchup and rocket salad on curry onion bread. They also have a cinnamon roll as well at Cafe Luminosity that might be interesting. It's decent size looking. So at least with these hot dogs, they're not just your standard Casey's Corner. There is something a bit different, and so hopefully in there's a flavour combination that will tickle your fancy, Michelle.
to be quite honest, I'm not a hot dog person,
No.
and turkey sausage for me is a miss. But yes, please on the cinnamon roll. But perhaps Disneyland Paris, could you make it a Mickey cinnamon roll?
Yeah, they're not very good at doing all the Mickey stuff, are they? Mickey shaped.
Well, they've got the Mickey brioche sandwich. They've got the Mickey shaped pizza, which we don't have in other parks.
True, true.
But to make it into a Mickey cinnamon roll would be easy peasy lemony squeezy.
You think they must have some moulds, surely.
Obviously. Where else, Jane?
So, La Terrasse Panoramique menu. How about this? So, is there any problem with DLP? I've got to start and try to remember me O-level French from a lot of years ago. Now, this one I think is trying to pick up the Frozen vibes because we've gone a bit Nordic. Literally, the first thing I'm coming across is called Nordic. Now, these all look to be your bread bowl type of affair with a filling. So they all seem to be of a rye and seed bread cob bowl, bun bowl, however you want to call it. Yeah, don't get us started on the different names for bread products in the UK. If we try and meet everybody's needs up and down the country, I'll be here all day. But anyway, so a bread thing with a little lid on it. The Nordic has salmon, potato and leek sauce in it. We then have the onion melt, which is onion soup, croutons and Emmental cheese. Next up is a veggie. We've got a veggie mix. This has got soy protein chili, tomatoes and red beans, plant-based grated and cheese and chives. And then we have the last one is a Supreme Caesar. Obviously, it's going to be a bit of a take on a chicken Caesar salad, I feel. And we've got the chicken, lettuce, hard-boiled egg, bacon, parmesan shavings, and cherry tomatoes with the obligatory Caesar dressing. And the sweet variation that you can get from here, again, is a bit of another Danish pastry-esque type of affair. This is a cocoa and hazelnut pastry.
Ooh.
Again, not Mickey shaped, it is in the round shape. Now, they also do a couple of beverages. They have a hot chocolate, which is called a hazelnut heaven, which is hot chocolate with hazelnut syrup, whipped cream, cocoa sauce and hazelnut powder.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have a Lavazza coffee. I do quite like Lavazza coffee. This is a latte, which might appeal to you, Michelle, because I
Mm-hmm.
know you like your lattes.
Ears have pricked up.
Popcorn flavoured syrup, whipped cream, and caramel sauce with popcorn, obviously. So how does that sound?
That sounds like I will be rushing there on my first day in Disneyland Paris, Jane.
Oh, there you go then. At least I found something that you'd quite like.
Absolutely. And I have some to tantalize your taste buds
Mm.
because when you think of all of the films that are set in France, you can't but mention the Aristocats.
It's even a French word.
It is a trio of kitty cafes where you can go and get the most divine food. Obviously, I've not tried it yet because I ain't there, but I will be soon. And the first one is Chez Toulouse.
Toulouse,
And we have the Currystable, which is a curry chicken spread with onion slices, grated beetroot, and it's served in a brioche bread. It basically looks like a hot dog, but it's a sandwich.
Oh, okay.
The next one is the Nordic Cool, and that's a smoked salmon version.
Right.
The next one is a lobster version.
Ooh, fancy.
And then we have the Avocado Love, which is a pea and soy protein slice.
Okay.
Prices range between €9.5 up to €14.5. Fresh, tasty, brioche. You've got a veggie option, fishy options,
Yeah.
and meaty options.
Again,
I don't see any negative in that.
no, I say it's just something a bit different, isn't it? It's I say we should say at the beginning. It's nice to see those bit of variation coming in.
Yeah. And then over for Chez Berlioz, we have an array of 3 delicious potato pancakes that have been loaded with different things.
Oh.
And this is the one that's got me the most excited because you have a sprout version, and on that one you have rocket, guacamole, a tomato, onion, coriander mixture, grated beetroot, and balsamic cream. Or you have a chicken chipotle version or a pastrami version.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
So there's a little bit for everybody there because there's a plant-based and 2 meat-based ones, and the price point isn't that ridiculous.
Right, cool.
Now, Paris, what do you think? You think of chateaus, and where there's a chateau, there must be a princess. Well, you can enjoy at Chez Marie 3 amazing desserts.
Ooh.
The first one at €6 is a craquelin choux pastry. So if you're not familiar with what craquelin choux pastry is, it's basically a big choux bun and it has a pastry layer over the top that makes it the craquelin, which just adds an extra layer of sort of crunch to it. Then it has swirled vanilla ice cream. It has an edible flour and a white chocolate character, and the character could be Tiana. You could obviously have Rapunzel, or you could have Sleeping Beauty.
Oh.
So if you have a look at those 3 ones, they've been very clever here because the base is the same. It's either a large choux bun, it's either a potato pancake, or it's a brioche hot dog bun.
And then just changing the toppings on them. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's really clever because they can get mass-produced food, but then personalised it to the different 3 or 4 options.
Yeah. Yeah. Good idea.
I'm very excited.
You've got lots to look forward to. Lots of planning to do, Michelle.
Can't wait for it to happen. So that's where we are going to put a pin in the podcast for our regular listeners. If you are a Patreon supporter, hop on over there, because we are going to continue the conversation with additional content exclusively for our Patreon supporters. But until next time, it's a goodbye from me.
And it's bye from me.